Yo, what's up guys, Bringing Zeus back at again with another video. More of Naruto's from Dragon Clan Part 3. Thanks for all the support on the last video. It really did mean a lot. I want to thank you guys a lot. I know I said I'd be posting a lot more. Sorry, we just got end of the 9 weeks, test and stuff. To make up for that, I'll be posting one vid today, and right now, what time is it now? Hold on, give me a second here. It is 4:19 right now, Eastern time, and yeah, I'll be hopefully getting this out here in a bit. But then I'll be doing another one tonight, and that was the most voted one. What if Naruto's raised by the Akatsuki? I think that was a pretty dope idea, if I do say so myself. And yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna be doing that next. If you haven't noticed, I got a new background and stuff. Tell me if you like it. I mean, I kind of like it. I'm just trying to add a bit more detail to the channel and stuff. Add some more personality, per se. But, yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the recap. So, yeah, my boy Naruto, came back and stuff. Everything, we started the tuning exams last time, and, where we left off, and well, everything went to our original timeline for the somewhat part, and we were at the part where he was battling Neji, and the battle just ended, and the battle for Konoha commenced. Konoha Crush. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. Now, Naruto, basically, he's going to start noticing something's off. He's going to realize that Genjutsu's being cast, but it's not going to really affect him for the most part. He's not going to really notice much about it or anything. He'll only notice it whenever he, mainly starts to, lose focus and space out. So, yeah. And he'll realize a bunch of people are going to start dropping and everything. He realizes that Genjutsu's being cast, and it's by someone who's not friendly to the Leaf. Naruto's going to say, Neji, stop this. Neji's like, I know, a Genjutsu's being cast. Naruto says, yeah, we're under attack. Neji will say, wait, how can you tell? Naruto will say, simple. This Genjutsu, it's not from our village. Neji says, yeah, good point. Naruto then immediately gets up. He says, okay, since everyone's under Genjutsu and is asleep, I guess that means I don't have to worry about taking off the seal. He begins to pull off the mask. He then smiles some. I guess this means I finally get to try. Naruto then gets ready. He realizes he's picking up a chakra signature a bit away. He then comes to the realization one is Sasuke's. The other is probably the one red-haired boy. What was his name? Gaara. From what I could tell, he was a tailed beast. A Jinchuriki. One tails, I think. Anyway, we should probably get going. Neji then says, wait, Naruto, how can you tell? Naruto says, I'm a Matsutame. Sensory comes natural to me. Come on, we have to go help Sasuke. He probably can't take on a Jinchuriki alone. Naruto and Neji then head off. They're traveling through the trees. As they're traveling, immediately, Neji asks, Naruto, what's your ability? I don't know how to put it, but I'd like to know, since we're going to be working together. I figure I should at least know. Naruto says, well, if we're going up against a Jinchuriki, my best bet he's unstable. Gaara didn't seem like he was in the best mental state. So, the worst that'll probably happen is he goes into full tailed beast mode. Shukaku will come out. Now, I'd say probably the best scenario, I won't have to pull out Veldora. My ability, I've been practicing it somewhat. Allows me to unleash a cloak of Veldora's power around me, therefore giving off the form, and, well, if I use some genjutsu on top of that, it'll look like I actually summoned him. That's probably what I'll do if we see Shikaku, but I doubt that'll happen. For now, I'll warn you whenever I use my lightning ability. It's a bit harder to control, since, it's static. Neji nods. Yeah, good point. Finally, they come up on it. Sasuke's pinned up against a tree. Sakura's laying on the ground. She's not in good condition. Naruto immediately runs over to Sakura. Neji runs over and gets Gaara off of Sasuke. Tries fending him off, since, he has Byakugan. He'll analyze his moves, and Naruto then come in for the final rush. Naruto gets down. Sakura, are you okay? Sakura says, Yeah, I think I'm okay. But, Naruto, what are you doing here? I sense yours and Sasuke's chakra. Come on, get up. He then helps Sakura up. Sakura says, Thanks, Naruto. She then hugs him. Naruto's like, No, it's no worries. Sakura then smirks. A bit sinister. A cold, desolate smirk. She says, with a soft tone, Naruto, what are you going to do about Gaara? He's out of control. Can you handle him? Oh, Naruto. While smiling over his shoulder behind his back. Naruto says, It's no worries. I got him. Naruto then puts Sakura down. Naruto says, Neji, back off. Get Sasuke and Sakura out of here. Neji says, What are you going to do about him? Gaara's in a half-transformed state. My best bet, he's going full Shikaku in a bit. I don't want you guys near here. It's not safe. Especially since what I'm about to do. Naruto then gets on his knees. He goes into a still state. A placid state. Serene. He enters his mindscape. Neji and Sasuke and Sakura then run away. Sakura smiles. It's all going according to plan. Naruto then says to Veldora, Veldora, I'm going to need your help. We're going up against the One-Tails. Do you think you can lend me some power? Veldora nods. Yes, Naruto. I think I can do that. Naruto then says, Thank you. He immediately gets up. Okay. Let's do this. Cloak Jutsu. He does the boar. Then he does the bull. Then finally he does the fox hand sign. Immediately, a blue cloak of lightning begins to form around him. Then, Naruto realizes this isn't a cloak anymore. It's a full summon. Naruto then feels power being pulled out of him. Naruto can, unlike Jinchuriki, bring his dragon out of his body and back in. The issue is, however, it drains almost all of his chakra. And what he realizes he just did is he accidentally used too much of Vel's power. So, basically, almost all of Vel's going to come out. And it's going to practically drain with chakra. Once he realizes this, he can't take it back. So he says, looks like I'm going to have to make this fight count while I can hold it off. A dragon, hundreds of feet in width and wingspan. You hear a vile roar. A roar that shakes the ground. Shukaku also begins to form. He then says, I'm finally awake. Wait, what is this? He sees Vel forming. Is that a dragon? Don't tell me we ran into a Matsutame. Oh, this damn Jinchuriki. Naruto then says, Let's do this. He then pulls out his sword. Vel then screams, Naruto, give me your orders. Naruto says, Vel, how about we make it rain? Naruto slides his sword through the air. The air begins to become humid. Clouds form in the sky. The roar of distant thunder shakes the ground. Shukaku says, "Wait, don't tell me this is a lightning dragon. My sand won't be effective against him." Shukaku then gets his sand shield ready to defend himself. Lightning rains, shaking the ground. Naruto says, "Parry this." Immediately, the lightning stops. Shukaku says, "Is that it? A dragon? Is that all he got?" Then, he hears it. It was all focused into one bolt. It shatters the sand, piercing Shukaku. He flies back, putting a crater in the ground. Even the Hokage, who's fighting Orochimaru at the moment, hears this. He looks over and says, "Is that Naruto?" Orochimaru then realizes who this is too. It's the boy he met in the woods. It's Naruto, the Matsutame. Naruto then says, "Let's finish this, Vel." He points his finger at him. He says, "Shukaku, go back to your Jinchuriki now, or you'll probably die." Shukaku says, "I can't do this. I can't parry this. A full dragon?" At this point, Naruto's bluffing. He's almost out of chakra. He can only hope that Shukaku does this, thinking Naruto's not trying. He's putting up the act, even though it hurts. He's at the point where he almost is willing to collapse. Then, Shukaku returns to his Jinchuriki state. Gaara's unconscious. Naruto says, "Good." He then passes out, Veldora going back inside him. He falls through the trees, landing on the ground. It all begins to turn black. Naruto then says, "Looks like I put him down. Damn, if I didn't summon Veldora. Maybe if I would have just used the cloak. Although I couldn't have sent the bolts of lightning at him. I could only use basic attacks I can perform." Oh well. He passes out. Next thing Naruto does, he wakes up in a cell. He's laying in bed. He has a seal on him, and his hands are cuffed with seal wrapping around his arms. Naruto then comes to it and says, Where am I?" The guard gets up and says, "What do you mean where you are? You're in the prison of Konoha, where you belong, you traitor." Naruto says, "Wait, what? Traitor? What happened? Wait, what's going on?" The guard says, "What do you mean what's going on? You planned this all along. You brought Gaara here, the Sand Village, all of it. All to destroy the leaf. It was all of your plans. Sadly, we can't take the rest of your clan in. There's no proof against them. Hell, it may have only been just you, but still, prejudice is coming at your clan. It's what they deserve, after all." Naruto says, "Wait, I'm not a traitor. What do you mean? What happened?" He hears a door open. He then sees her. Sakura walks in, along with one of the legendary Sonic, Tsunade. He then sees she has a Hokage hat on. He asks, "How long have I been out?" She says, "For a few days now. I was coming into the village because I heard stuff nearby. Then I came over the mountain pass and saw the leaf was under attack. I managed to fend off your attack, you scum." She then gives a traitorous look towards Naruto. Naruto says, "I'm not a traitor." Sakura says, "Oh, shut it, Naruto. You smiled at me while picking me up, saying, 'Don't worry, Sakura, I'll take care of you later, you disgusting pig.'" Naruto says, "What? I didn't say that. I'd never." She then says, "Save it for later. You're in prison for life now. You did this to yourself, boy. The Hokage, the third one, he's dead because of you. Scum. She then walks in the cell and kicks him in the stomach. He coughs up blood, nearly puking. What was that for? He then glares at her. She says, "That's what you deserve. You killed him." Hiruzen. He was my sensei, and you killed him. Tsunade then stares at him, staring daggers. She says, "I'll be sure to give you a worthy execution, if not, a life sentence." Naruto then says, "Whatever." He's still having a hard time processing the fact of what's happening. As he sits down, Tsunade then begins to leave. The guard goes to grab a drink. Sakura stands there to sell. "Wow, how do you like the home I made for you, Naruto?" Naruto looks up. "You did this, didn't you? You framed me." "Of course you did. Dirty bitch." Sakura says, "Now that isn't any way to talk to your captor. I'm the one who owns you now, Naruto. And you're gonna be all mine. You're gonna be my personal torture doll. I'll be sure Tsunade-sensei helps me achieve it. I mean, she's teaching me now also. It can't go wrong." He says, "I see. Nepotism. I guess that makes sense. You don't have the skill to actually get any farther." She says, "What?" Naruto looks up with a smirk. "You heard me. You only get by on nepotism because you're a spoiled brat." She says, "Wait till I get the right to kick your ass. I'll be sure to torture you into making me your master." "I'd love to have a pet dragon. 'Cause I guess I'm just that strong. I'm the only one who deserves Sasuke with my power, now that the great Hokage's teaching me." Naruto says, "What a joke." He then enters his consciousness. "Vel, lay me down on what's happening. Please. I know you were awake while I was unconscious." He says, "Yeah. She framed you. Every last bit. You've already probably gotten a decent grasp of that now. Naruto, I know you don't know this, but your parents came to see you while you weren't in here. You're no longer their son. They got rid of you. You're dead to them, Naruto. You've brought shame to your clan. They're planning on extracting me from you soon. They say you don't deserve me. But Naruto, I know what truly happened. I'm not leaving you, Naruto. No worries." Naruto's in shock, his eyes paralyzed. I'm dead to them? My own parents? At this point, something shattered inside of Naruto. Who knows what it was? But for all there is to know, it was deep enough to leave a permanent mark. Naruto then loses consciousness. He says, "Adora, do you think you can amplify my senses some more? Put all your chakra into it." Veldora nods. "Yeah." Naruto senses every square inch of the room. Everything, even the smallest movements. "I see." He senses everything in a mile. He then gets up. He says, "I now know the weakness in these seals. They suck in chakra. The funny thing is, they're only sucking my chakra. Hey, Val. Can you put some lightning chakra? I know it'll burn me. Probably leave scars, but we gotta get out of here, right?" Val says, "Yeah. Whatever it takes." Immediately, a shock goes to Naruto's arms. He screams, "God, that's painful." The seals then begin to rip off. He looks at his arms. Deep burns engraved in his arms. Red burning flesh. It stinks. He says, "Damn. Oh well." He then gets up. He puts chakra into his arms and he rips open the bars. "Come on." The guard returns. He says, "Hey, how'd you get those seals off?" Naruto looks at him. He then begins to send static electricity through the ground. The more it travels, the more it builds up. It shocks the man to death. Now the hallway reeks of burning flesh. Naruto then walks out. He says, "Hey, Val, I was wondering, do you think I can manipulate the cloak a bit?" Naruto says, "Yeah. Do you think I could do that, Val?" Val responds, "Yeah, you can. You thinking of shrinking it down to your size so you're not too obvious? Maybe fly out of here?" Naruto nods. "Yeah." Wings begin to form on his back, ripping through his shirt. He flies away, flying through the wind. It begins to turn nighttime. The moon comes out. He looks down the village and he says, "Everyone betrayed me. It's all their fault. I thought I could trust this village. After what I've done, fighting off a tailed beast, and this is what I get." "I'm gonna kill everyone, no matter what. Everyone will die, especially Sakura." He flies into the moonlight, leaving the village. The next morning, Sasuke is walking to the cell block. Last night, he was a bit tired. He was exhausted. He didn't think he could visit Naruto. Although, he did know he was innocent. Naruto would never do something like that. He may have not liked this village, but he still took pride in it. He didn't want to destroy his family's reputation. He knew Naruto would never do this. As he was walking through the cell block, he began to smell something. It smelled like burning flesh. Naruto. Sasuke began to run down the hallway. He turned the corner and he saw it. A mutilated corpse. Couldn't even identify the shinobi. He saw the cell ripped open. He then says, "Did Naruto do this?" "What? Naruto?" Sasuke immediately runs to Hokage's office. "Lee Tsunade! Naruto! He's gone! I found a mutilated corpse. It was burning. I smelled the flesh. Naruto, he did this." He clenches his fist. Sasuke then says, "Tsunade, what are we going to do?" "Naruto, he didn't attack the village, but he did this to get out." Tsunade says, "Of course he did that. My question is how he broke those seals. Those seals are from the Uzumaki clan. It's almost impossible to break them." But then once again, we should have removed the Matsutame as fast as possible. We shouldn't have let him keep it for any longer. That's how he got out. That damn dragon. Tsunade then gets all the shinobi in the leaf together. She gets 5 jonin. She says, "Okay, I've got your first mission for you. Find the boy who attacked this village. Find the one who planned it. His name's Naruto." Naruto then begins to land. His chakra's kind of running low. He lands at a nearby town, the land of rice. As he lands there, he looks at the village. Things are just starting to open up. Shops, all that. He's been traveling all night. Having smaller wings makes him a bit slower, though. So that's kind of the downside. But it makes him less obvious. Naruto then says, I better go ahead and start changing. I need to look different. I can't stand out. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it off there. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really would mean a lot. And, yeah. Anyway, if you have, like, any ideas or something, please throw them out. The ideas I like the most, I'll throw on a poll on the community page, and you can go hit that up. So, yeah, anyway, have a good day, guys. Bye.